Be y'all, and we are live, people. Now, as the title says, I touched on this last night when we were streaming Fortnite. I quit my job. I quit that motherfucker. Fuck them. All thumbs. That gives you any idea of the farewell sentiment. Fuck them. I slept until noon today. Felt amazing. Woke up on my own terms. Said, you know what? I was scheduled today. You know what? Fuck it. That's right. Like cloak and dagger shit at this place is no bueno. We got a couple on the head counter. Who we got? And it just makes sense. Like, we're like less than 2 months away from Honda Day. And it's crunch time to get this car put together. You know, we got a lot of shit to do. Car's gonna be getting painted. Trying to find a fucking time to sneak that one in. You know what I mean? And Mad Marlin says, "Welcome to the jobless life." Yeah, buddy. Ooh, dude. If only you knew, which I'll tell you. Apparently, somebody brandishing a weapon, like let's say you shit talk each other, kind of like high school, you know, you draw silly pictures, shit like that, talking shit. Apparently, that's just as bad as somebody brandishing a weapon. What is this? Fucking Pussy Church 101? Drawing silly pictures? Are you kidding me? Like stick figures, you know? Stupid shit. Like I was blown away. So they told me they were going to transfer me or I'm fired. And I was like, at the time, I was like, I mean, if you want to transfer me, then do what you got to do. But then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Fuck this job. Fuck O'Reilly. Man, Marlon says, dude, if you get a scene when they like sat me down to like question me about those pictures, they had like a PDF file and he like pulls it up and he can't keep a straight face. He's like, "Did you draw these?" I was like, "Yep." He's like, "Now, don't mind my smirk, don't mind me laughing, but it's very serious." I was like, well, "Clearly, it's not serious enough if you're laughing." And then the whole brandishing a weapon thing, they tried to play it off that because I didn't call my manager, that it wasn't serious. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's brandishing a weapon. Doesn't matter if he's kidding, doesn't matter if he's not kidding. You're not supposed to do that. But, you know, it's just fucking stupid. But honestly, I'm over it, you know. I'm excited for tomorrow. I had to fight so hard to get tomorrow off when I was still working. And they were gonna make me come in at 5 p.m. and close. And I was like, dude, I asked off. And they're like, you didn't give us enough time. It's always any day you ask off, they're like, you didn't give us enough time. It's like, dude, I gave you fucking 12 days. Like, give me a fucking break. Because the lady that makes the schedule, she told me a week minimum, 2 weeks would be appreciated. Well, appreciated and minimum are not the same thing. If I gave you more than 7 days, between 7 and 14, I gave you 12. That's pretty fucking considerate, honestly, you know? I just find the whole thing to be completely ridiculous, you know? Upper management doesn't give a fuck about their employees. They give a fuck about making money. And I was the best salesman there and at the counter. Best RPMs, best sales. and I was there the least amount of time. So clearly they don't care about making money. It's just kind of like a cocksuck, you know? It's like, oh, make us money, but at the same time, we'll do whatever we want with you. You're our little bitch. So fuck all that. And Marlon says, I'm trying to become a server. What, like a food server? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, dude, servers make like, if you're a good server, you hit the right night, you can bring home some fat tips, make like $100 a night in tips, you know what I mean? Or more. Like women make a lot of tips because obviously they're women, but uh, it's that whole sex sales thing. A cute girl, she might be getting a couple $100 a night in tips. Then a dude might be getting like 50 to 100. But nonetheless, that's good money. Me personally, I don't think I could put up with people. The way people change their orders and shit, and like, this ain't cooked right. I said medium well, and you gave me medium rare. It's like, well, sir, you actually said medium rare, but I'll send it back and give you your medium well. And they're pissed off, and they leave you like a $2 tip. I would get bitter really fucking quick. Matt Marlon said just kiss ass. Yeah, but like, dude, I don't know how to describe it, man. Like if somebody gets like a $50 tab or a $50 bill and gives you like $2, I would get so fucking mad. I'd be like, yeah, thanks, fuck. And Matt Merlin says, nah, customer's always right. You know it. The customer's always right. Yeah, yeah. And the funny thing was, originally I wanted to work at the store they were going to transfer me at. That's the one I applied at. And so you'd think to myself, like, oh, I got in trouble, but now I'm at the store I want to be at. So that's kind of like a win-win. But at the same time, like, I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, I was a good worker, did nothing wrong, and they wouldn't transfer me to that store. And then I get in trouble and they transfer me to that store. It's like, what kind of backwards ass kind of mentality does this fucking organization have, Some bullshit. Basically, you have to get in trouble to get what you want. It's like, what? Oh, what? But honestly, I'm looking forward to a little time off, save the knees. Like standing at that counter and you can't sit down and shit like that for, 8 or 9 hours. Like, it wasn't doing my knees any justice. My knees were like buckling. Can't sit down. Oh shit. Hold the phone. Hot off the presses. I gotta go get something from the mailbox real quick. I got a package. Just checked. All right, pet peeve number 77. If you are going away from home, don't grab the mail because my mail's in there too, you know? Motherfuckers. That makes no sense. Says my item was delivered at 11:40. What? Let's get to the bottom of this. See if they put it in the wrong mailbox. Maybe. Hey, did Mom already get the mail? Okay, I was just checking. I was trying to make sure they didn't put it in the wrong mailbox. Cool, cool. All right, well, I'll talk to you later. Bye. She has it. Good to know. Spoon Sports drain plug set is secure. It's not in the wrong mailbox. Be y'all. Damn, we got 3 on the head counter. What up, Caden? Hey, Daddy. Justin says, but you don't? What, Justin? Did I miss something? You don't have it. Yeah, I know. My mom got the mail already. It's with her. She got the mail like 2 hours ago. It's still in her car. It's my fucking birthday. It is your fucking birthday. You adolescent dad. In honor of Caden's birthday, I quit my job. Today is the first day I quit my job. It's your birthday. More. Let's see. So stuff I gotta get still. I don't think I'm gonna get to. Fuck yes. My Marlon says, woo, happy birthday. Justin says, looking for another job or done with the grind. Briefly, I'm done with the grind because H Day is coming up in like 38 days. So it wouldn't make sense to start a new job and then like be needy and ask off for H Day, like a Saturday and a Sunday off. Like, I'm taking off and I don't care. This is an ultimatum, basically, because that don't look good. You know, you shouldn't put your employer in that position where it's an ultimatum. You know, you should always kind of be flexible. That's how you're a good worker. But I'm not missing H Day for anything, so I'm not going to start a new job and, you know, have that ultimatum pop up, because I would imagine with Honda, they would be pretty lenient with that because it's Honda Day. But the thing about Honda Day, most people don't know, in terms of the like Honda, the brand, it has nothing to do with Honda. It's an unofficial event. It's like, you know, Honda race cars, basically, Honda show cars. Like Honda dealerships and Honda, the company, have no part in Honda Day whatsoever. So I don't think they would really fucking like, you would think like they'd be like, oh, you're going to Honda Day, like rep us, you know, you're a member of the Honda dealership or something like that. But they wouldn't give a fuck. They'd be like, That shit sucks. That's probably what they would say. Jade says, thank y'all. No problem, man. Justin says, smart. You're going to work for Honda? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm debating it. Matt Marlone got an O face. I just realized I can travel this year. Dude, you should come up to Honda Day, man. Where's Honda Day going to be? It's at Maryland International Racetrack, or Raceway, or whatever it is, MIR. Trying to think what the address is. It's like Budds Creek Road or something. If you look up H Day, it'll say the address. From me, it's like less than 2 hours away, which is like just comes in super clutch because it's not a long trip. But you know, some people travel multiple hours to get to H Day because it's pretty fucking awesome. I mean, I would say it's definitely worth the drive, even if you got to drive like 10 or 12 hours. Like, it's a really fun time. It's one of the only car shows I go to. Like, big car shows. Like, I don't go to H2O. I don't go to Simply Clean or any of that shit. I'm not really into all that stance shit. Justin says that's not that far. What's the date? April 6th and the 7th. Mad Marlin says from Maryland. Yeah, it's in Maryland. Like, I live in Virginia, so like, border states. It's like an hour and 45 minutes, I think. I got there in like an hour and 20 minutes because there was no traffic. Because it's in the morning. You got to think like on a Saturday in the morning, there's not that much traffic. And like, there was only traffic once you got to like 2 or 3 miles away from the event, basically. And it wasn't bad traffic because it's all people in Hondas, like impatient people. It's not really like a traffic jam because everyone's trying to hoon and get on it. I just hope it doesn't rain. I don't want it to rain. I want some fucking sunshine for a change. Justin says only 12 hours from here to Dallas. That's pretty crazy to think. I thought Texas would be like way further than that. I thought it'd be like 14 or 15 hours probably. I guess it depends on which part you're going to, but what I was gonna say is like for Honda Day, I wanted to get my fuel setup done. I don't think I'm gonna have the money to do that. Because I need to get a K-Tune fuel pressure regulator, like an external regulator, buying the Vibrant hose, buying all the fittings, modifying the pump and all that stuff. I mean, the labor I don't mind doing. I have nothing but free time now, but it's gonna come down to the wire. So I'm gonna talk to a tuner and see if I can just throw in my 750s just for now, maybe, and if not, I mean, I want to get at least my K-Tune fuel rail installed, but I'm just kind of like on the fence about trying to get everything done in the most orderly fashion to get this like executed because I have to paint the car. I wanted to get the car tuned. So we got like paint the car, tune, possibly the fuel setup. I really wanted to get the S2000 cluster, but to make that fucker run, it's pretty expensive because I have to get a Wireworks harness and I have to get a K-tuned converter module to make the vehicle speed sensor accurate. So like the S2000 cluster is basically like $600 to $700 for all three pieces, for the cluster itself, for the Wireworks harness, and the K-Tune converter module. It's pretty fucking expensive. And then I wanted to get the door panels and the headliner wrapped. I think that is something that could be done easier than you would think, because I need to take the headliner out of the car anyway, because if we're going to put the hatch on, I have to take the headliner out anyway. Possibly. And then get the hatch glass retinted, the new hatch, because the glass is kind of, crusty looking because the fucking tint bubbled up because it's been outside for so long. Then wheel alignment, and that's about all I'm going to be able to get done before H Day. But there is H Day in September. I think it's the 14th to the 15th or something like that. That one, I mean, you got to think April. So wait, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. That's another 5 months. Let's see. Justin says that rail looks awesome. Matt Marlin says, well, just check. Maryland is about 22 hours driving. Justin says, drive faster. Matt Marlin's laughing. 16 hours to Orlando was bad enough. Yeah, I mean, 16 hours is like some dedication, That's how long it took me to get to Chicago in my DC-5, with me being the only driver because no one else drove stick shift. I had 2 people in the car with me. So, like, I mean, 16 hours in a car and you're like, hanging out with friends, which makes it go by quicker, and smoking bowls and, sharing some laughs and listening to some music. And it still was a really fucking long trip. Justin says they should move H Day to a central part in the States so West Coasters could make it. Well, West Coasters do make it. They just not as many, Only like the really dedicated people make it. And usually what they'll do is if they have a show car, they'll ship the car and then they'll fly, Matt Merlin says I was slapping myself to stay awake alone. I've been there, dude. Those, like, that shit's scary. Like, trying to think of trips where I've done that. I know what you're talking about. Like, you're literally like trying to make it all in one trip, not have to stop and get a hotel room or, sleep on the side of the road in a park and go or something like that. And literally you're like banging energy drinks or coffee and you're like, come on, wake up, rolling down the window, smoking, listening to really loud music. And like, it's pretty funny when, you're smoking or drinking an energy drink or listening to really loud music and literally you like, it's not even enough. You're like, God, I'm so tired. Justin says, or have like a West Coast. They don't need an H Day. Do you know how many car shows are out west? You got like Chronicles, you got IBOC, you got so much shit every day. Like, I'm not saying West Coast doesn't deserve an H Day, but they don't. East Coast doesn't get shit. Like West Coast, It's ironic too, because West Coast is like, they get all the exhaust ticket laws and smog and you got to bar your car to stay safe and all this bullshit. Like, it's funny. You think it would be the opposite way. Like, we would have all the badass car meets because we don't give a fuck, or at least not here in Virginia. I mean, technically they say, like, I'm not sure if it's true or not. I might have read like an outdated DMV law book for Virginia. Technically, what I read was they said that my windshield banner is probably illegal. That's what everyone tells me. I've never been pulled over for it ever. Like, ever. See multiple cops in a day, drive right past them. They don't flip a Yui. They don't pull me over for my exhaust, my banner, my car being too low, or anything like that, I think it comes down to, how do you drive? Like, if you drive like an asshole and you're fucking banging gears and zip past a cop doing a 9 grand pull, they're probably going to pull you over. Then they'll write you a ticket for it. But I, like, just based off of like you're driving completely fine and they see you have a red windshield banner, you're probably not going to get pulled over just for that. Or like just for an exhaust. It's a little bit more to it. You have to like drive like an asshole, basically. Caden says, don't let that marijuana smell in that new car. Shit, I don't even smoke cigarettes in the new whip. I can't do it, man. That new, like, that interior is so expensive. I just can't do it. I think I've smoked like half a cigarette in it with the window all the way down, and like I was like blowing smoke out the window and holding the cigarette out the window while I was driving. I was like, can't do it. Cannot fully commit. Never go full retard. Justin says, do you have emissions testings here? No. Like, I've heard of other people in certain parts of Virginia, certain places do emissions testing, but we don't. Mad Marlin says, well, got to go job search and see you. Have a good one, Mad Marlin. The hunt is on. The grind is real. Justin says, I thought Henrico County does. I don't live in Henrico. Henrico is like 20 minutes away. I live in Chesterfield. Let's see. Oh, another thing. Apparently, somebody hit me up this morning trying to buy the OEM exhaust and B pipe. So be able to make some motherfucking money off that. Hey, Lachlan, what's up, man? Yes, I quit my job, Lachlan. Under the circumstances of, how do I even word it? In a nutshell, an employee brandished a weapon, pulled a knife on me. And it's, we were shit talking and all this stuff. And I drew a picture of a stick figure blowing another stick figure. And it said, because Ellis won. So apparently that's considered pornography. And that's just as bad as somebody brandishing a weapon. Yeah, that's right. We're talking like fucking high school shit talking, like, oh, my car is better than your car, some shit like that, and drawing silly little pictures and shit. And this motherfucker kept those drawings and turned them into the manager. And yeah, it's just so stupid. What's your opinion of sleepers? Like sleeper cars? I mean, they're cool. What about them? Lachlan says, damn, son, sleepers. Justin says, wow. Caden says, under the circumstances of Keaton's birthday. Lachlan says, what a fag. Yeah, in a nutshell. It's pretty accurate. Fucking, like, I thought he would be getting fired or transferred or something like that, and literally they threatened to fire me or I have to be transferred. So I was like, you know what? 2 of these, baby. 2 of these. The movie Sleepers is good. Sleepers. Not familiar with that movie. '96. Oh, it's an older movie. Hold on. Kevin Bacon, De Niro, Dustin Hoffman. What the fuck? After a prank goes I can't even talk. After a prank goes disastrously wrong, a group of boys are sent to detention center where they are brutalized. Oh, dude, no, I know that fucking movie. Dude, what is that movie like? they push the hot dog cart, like they do that prank or whatever, like that shiest where they steal the dude's hot dog cart and then they're gonna push it down the subway and they crush him and they kill him and then they have to go to like a detention center. And yeah, that movie's fucking crazy, dude. I'm glad you told me the name of that movie because like I've thought about that movie since I saw it when I was little. I was like, what is that movie? It used to come on all the time. Old school, what's going on, man? How you doing? Justin says, I mean, would you ever build a sleeper or not worth it? I mean, I keep my car looking like kind of clean and Type R OEM because, you know, I don't put like ridiculous aero on my car or anything like that, anything to like draw attention to it to make people think it's super fast. So it is kind of like, you know, I try to keep my car looking like OEM, you know, so it is kind of like a sleeper. I mean, not saying a DC5 Type R is a slow car necessarily, but you know what I'm saying. Justin says, "Old school, don't time me out. I beg you." All right, now you got too old school. Old school says, "Did you say who's coming with me when you quit?" The Jerry Maguire. Who's coming with me, man? Not gonna flip out. I would have done it like Half Baked, like the Half Baked parody. No, like it wasn't like a I quit thing right then and there. I should have. I probably should have, but you know, I was talking to like the district manager. Like I wasn't even talking to my manager. She was out doing some bullshit. So like, dude, it was funny that the district manager he took me in his office to show me and interrogate me about the pictures I drew. And he pulls up a PDF file. He's like, "All right, so we got to talk." Clicks on the computer, clicks on a PDF file. There's the pictures, 4 pictures. And he cannot keep a straight face. He's like laughing. So if the district manager's laughing, clearly it's not a serious offense whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's like a stick figure blowing another stick figure, some horse with a big dick, and it says because LS1. Because this kid's got a automatic Firebird, and he's like, "Yeah, bro, LS1," and you know, just stupid shit like that. You know? Yeah, hot dog slammer. That shit is legendary. Dude, that fucking movie is like sketch. I mean, it's a good ass movie, but like Kevin Bacon is an evil motherfucker in that movie. Evil as fuck. Could you imagine like you got to go to juvie or some shit? Or the half baked, bro. Brian was gonna quit, but they fired him first. Justin says, "Sorry, I'm dying." True, it's semi sleeper, looks stock. Old school says, "Who turned in the art?" My fucking manager, dude. Like I told her about the brandishing the weapon thing, and she took it super serious. And then I was like, "Dude, he's probably gonna like come bad at me, like you know, because of those stupid pictures or some shit like that." I was like, "He keeps them in his cash drawer." She goes in and gets his register key, opens up the fucking drawer underneath it, and takes the stack of drawings. I thought she was gonna like throw them away or something. She turned them into the district manager. Lachlan says it's a woman. That's why you can't work with them. They're dumb. True story, man. You know what? You guys know what cunt stands for? I'll give you a minute. Let's see who knows what cunt stands for. Justin says, "Did he get fired?" True women can't manage. Fucking no, he didn't get fired. He got like a fucking slap on the wrist. You know what his punishment was? You can't bring your knife to work. Yeah, that's right. Old school says straight busted shit, brown nosing motherfuckers. Hate them. Right? All right, so for the kids at home, uh ah 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 old school coming through with the that's right. Cunt stands for can't understand normal thinking. That's right. To give you guys an idea. Alex says, draw me some pics of a horse getting sucked off. And then I'll say, because LS won. Exactly. Lachlan says, see you next Tuesday. What do you mean, see me next Tuesday? This man, Hanavlog said, wait, what the fuck? Justin's back? Gets timed out. Christian's laughing. Dead Spirit says, hey, Christian. Old School says, no, not no more. Honda Vlogs. Christian, it was pretty funny in a Hunter tuned stream the other night. He had like you know how like his live streams are. He has like 100 people in there some nights. He had so many trolls in there one night. People talking shit, and somebody like commented, and they were like, "What's up with all the trolls tonight, man? There's like more trolls than ever." And I was like, "It's all Honda Vlog's fault." I thought it was pretty great. Mega Spool, what's up, man? Dude, got my shirt, got my stickers. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Super nice of you. You got stickers on Shade's car now. All school's laughing, Christian's laughing. That's right. But yeah, tomorrow's the big day. We got fucking we got a lot of work to do tomorrow, honestly. Fucking Koya Rad, Mishimoto fan shrouds. Dude, and I gotta say, the Koya Rad looks super nice, and the fucking fan shrouds look like super legit. They look so good, it's not even funny. Hanavlog says Megaspool's a sweetheart. Your neighborhood sweetheart. That's right. Your neighborhood general fuckery. Old School says, what's up with some parts, Christian? You got the hookup or what, bro? Need some rear camber kits. He's got you. Hanavlog says DM him. Well, see, he's not on Instagram. You don't have like Facebook or Instagram or anything. You just gotta, I mean, Old School, is it cool if I text him your number? Because I have both your numbers. Or yeah, that's what I'll do. Contacts. Booyah. Booyah. Yeah, I sent it to you, Old School. Done and done. But enough about me, guys. What's going on with you guys? Megaspool, man, how's the all-wheel drive project going? Dude, those fucking trailing arms are like museum quality. Me and Cam have been talking about these. Like, dude, such solid fucking work. But yeah, tomorrow, it's not going right now. LOL, I'm covered up with estimates for work. Make that money, dude. That's called replenishing, making more money. There's so much shit I need to buy, but job just took a molasses slow dive, dead halt. I do on 6 days from now, I'll still have a paycheck coming, obviously, because get paid every 2 weeks. So this coming Thursday, I'll have money coming in. Probably won't be as much as I want. It'll probably be like $400 or $500, but it'll be something. This just gives me more time with selling my spare parts. HKS exhaust, OEM exhaust, any part I have that's spare, all that shit will be, have more time to do that type of thing, because it was pretty difficult to only have like 1 or 2 days off and orchestrate sales. So Megaspool says, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, dude. That's good fucking work. Justin says, not much, just sitting in the corner. All right, then. Megaspool says, Honda job still in your sights. Yeah, I'm debating it. It'd be good pay, but it's 50 hours a week. Be damn good pay, honestly. Be making $500 a week plus, as opposed to making $650 every 2 weeks. So, that'd be pretty dope. Honda Vlog says, work at the shop if you can, eBay on the side. Yeah, I don't know, man. Because, like, painting cars is like, it is what it is. But I'm not, like, technically by any means, a good painter. I was fucking prepper, basically. That was what I was doing because they already had a full-time painter. So I was just, like, full-time prepping and, clear coating shit or stuff like that. So if I were to get into a trade, I would probably want to get into body work, because body work is like its own art form. It would just be crazy to be a body man, because like how many like 30-year-olds do you know that are body men? Like not old cats, like all the old cats are trained body men, like the old school type gearheads and stuff. They're like, yeah, I do body work. That's like literally like a fucking craft. Justin says you could try Honda for just a while, see how it goes. Honda Vlog says body/paint, taking insurance jobs. I know a lot of paint shops here locally, and they literally only want insurance jobs. Oh yeah, that's how most of ours are. Like there's rarely, excuse me, there's rarely just like out of pocket jobs. There's some, but old school says bodywork is such a tedious job, so much work. Well, definitely, man, but it's like $20 an hour. You know what I mean? $20 an hour is like fire. If I could learn that. I've been around body shop my whole life, it's like I wouldn't say I'm not like fluent in body work, but like I see what they do to pop out dents and like straighten out quarter panels and Bondo and shit and body filler and all that shit. Like Hana Vlog says, have you considered going back to stripping? I'm getting too old for that life, Christian. I'm not as physically sexy as I was when I was like, 20. Old school says, oh, I love it. Don't get me wrong. Hana Vlog says it's about time for Duke Cannon to come back on the scene. Dirk Diggler. Lachlan says, Bah! Going all the way to Washington, D.C. Ugh. Old school says stripping is the shit. Make $500 a night. Dude, If that were an option, I'd probably do it, honestly. $500 a night or some shit, some crazy shit like that. That'd be insane. Megaspool says Panther life. Justin says stripping pays well. I shouldn't know. That doesn't sound right. Vlog says my morals can be broke for $500 a night. Dude, that's like a new buddy club spec 2 every night. Just stockpiling, hunting down buddy club spec 2s. Old school says pull a Detroit Rock City. That's what I was thinking of too. He's like, he's fucking hammered, drunk, throwing up in the pitcher. Dude, that movie's funny as fuck. That's where when we fucking play Fortnite and stream, like if something pisses me off, I'm like, this game blows dogs for quarters. That's where that's from. And Megaspool says my morals can be broke for a couple of beers. Now you're in harmony with Eric. Eric can dude, Eric gets hammered. Every stream, Eric, somebody said we were playing with some random, and this fucking random said the funniest thing I've ever heard. Eric was like drinking a beer or making some kind of noise in the background, and some random dude said, dude, I can't tell whether you're drinking a beer or pissing or drinking a beer and pissing at the same time. Vlog says that Megaspool needs some high life at least. This guy's welding on some Bud Light. Megaspool says Keystone is my shit. Yeah. Dude, I don't understand how people work drinking beer. It's like impressive because like I drink like 2 beers and I don't even know who I am. But I used to be the guy that would smoke like an eighth of weed in a night and be like, I'm fine. Lachlan says, well, I finally installed the thermostat, the fan switch, and the new radiator hoses. That was fun. Yep, that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, man. Koya Rad, Mishimoto fan shrouds, spoon thermostat fan switch, those Mishimoto hoses. Hanavlog says, beer puts me to sleep. Dude, when I used to drink in high school, like beer would make you tired. And like, I don't know if it's because I smoked a lot of weed or, tripping and all that stuff. When I drink now, it makes me feel like I'm hallucinating. Like that's how fucking crazy it is. I think we're all different. So like our minds and our brains and neurotransmitters are all kind of different. So from each person to person, like you get a different effect kind of. Old school says, I just did the same on the DA as well. Lachlan says, just whiskey. Fucking Woodford or whatever it is. Megaspool says, I quit drinking liquor. Turns me all red-faced and loud. Old school says, can't deal with the hangovers, bro. That's why weed is better. Megaspool says, it's about quantity, not quality, man. Check you later. Old school says, feels like I wake up in the desert. With a goddamn Mojave. What happened? It's 104 degrees in here. But yeah, as far as jobs go, that's what I'm talking about, man. But as far as jobs go, after Honda Day, I'll go back on the job hunt. I just need like these next like 39 days to get the car as good as well represented as I can get it for a big group of strangers, Something about car shows makes me like mad nervous. It's like I don't give a fuck, Personally, it's like it's my car, it's my journey. Then you got other people, that probably won't understand, some will understand you. And then some are like, oh, it's not stanced, bro. It's not right-hand drive. It's not a real Type R. It's like, hey, fuckface, I'm left-handed. I don't want a right-hand drive car. We're in America. Sorry, I didn't pull the paint by numbers cool points. Straight JDM, bro. Get a fucking right-hand drive car. Mega Spool says, I'm out, guys. Got to get back to the grind. Hopefully, I'll catch y'all later this weekend sometime. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the shirt and stickers. Much obliged. Have a good one. Eric, the man, the myth, the legend. I can handle them hangovers. What up? Dude, we were just talking about you. We were talking about you slam beers. Old school says, what up, bro? Eric straight G, son. Eric gives no fucks. He says, Ma. And you know this, man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What you getting into, Eric? 2 p.m. on a Friday. God damn, dude. See, like, right before like 300 subs, I think we had 289 or like 290, somewhere in that area for like a month. Like, we didn't fucking have any, like, we would lose a sub, gain a sub for like a month or two. Now we're up to almost 315 subs. Like, I don't understand it. Shit's crazy. I mean, I'm all for the channel growing, don't get me wrong, but I just find it funny. It's like you have like slow spots, you know? Trying to hit 300, you're like, fuck, am I ever going to hit 300? And like, shit, 10, 15 more, we're going to be at like 325. Old school says Shades got fired on his day off. I don't know about all that. I think I quit on my day on. She straight up, I told her I quit yesterday, and she was like, well, you can reserve that right, but I'd really like you to come in and talk to me tomorrow, which meant she wanted me to work. She didn't want to have to open and close because I was scheduled to close. So she was probably going to try to like corrose me into staying for one more day so she can go do her shit. And I was like, yeah, no, no. And then she texted me afterwards. She was like, if you plan on not coming or not showing up, please let me know because I'll have to work open to close. Not my problem. Maybe you shouldn't be a fucking narc over fucking pictures. That's pretty hilarious. Stick figures, man. Stick figures. Brandishing a weapon? Stick figures. So stupid. You know, I thought about contacting the fucking Better Business Bureau and being like, what do you guys think? Brandishing a weapon or stick figures? Old school says, just kidding, more overtime, bitch. You should have worked. You should have told her. No, apparently, after I quit, one of my coworkers called me and he's like, yeah, she was super pissed. I was like, yes. I should have set up a camera. Get a reaction. Motherfucker, gonna quit. Fuck you. Be like, yeah, that's right. Eric says, I'm at work kind of going over a new job that I'm starting on Monday for work at a military base, making 45 an hour. Fuck. See, these are the kind of jobs I need to get, guys. 45 an hour, dude. Jesus, just killing it. Eric, you trying to buy me some coilovers? Eric, you know, I'm just saying, 45 an hour, bro. Eric says it's called scaled pay. Yup, it is. Man, I gotta quit smoking. Old school says, hope it works out for you, my dude. You know, something funny about having 311 subs? Not investigate 9/11, investigate 3/11. Have you guys ever seen that shit? This shit. You guys will get a kick out of this.
It is finally time to investigate 311!
That's not it.
For R.R. Kerr, Jay?
Investigate 9/11. 9/11 was perpetrated by people within our own government.
That's not the one either. What the fuck? Oh, it's this one. It's Tyler, the Creator.
Tyler, the Creator? You believe in God? You believe in God? I don't know. Focus. Your dad's here.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I got shit to do next week. Yeah, I got shit to do too. I got shit to do tomorrow. Got dreams and stuff. We've been through a lot. Yeah, and today we got really far. Yeah. I'm just happy everyone got to see me. What the fuck?
Investigate 3/11.
Oh my god. That shit never gets old. Investigate 3/11. But yeah, when I saw that I had 311 subs, that's definitely what I thought of. Dead ass. Old school says these dudes are some fools. You know it, man. Dude, first time I saw Eric Andre, I was like, I can't believe this is a show, but I can believe it. Because, like, it's like almost like I take it back to like Jackass. You know what I mean? Remember when Jackass came out? Fucking Steve-O, like, drinking the goldfish and then throwing it up in a fucking fishbowl and, you know, jumping off shit and doing all the crazy shit, fucking with people. Like, I remember that and I was like, damn, dude. I was like, this is fucking awesome. I can't believe it's on TV, but it's fucking awesome. Old school says, yeah, me too. Too fucking funny, bro. Dude, seriously, that shit was funny as fuck. And I remember when Eric Andre came out, I was like, it was like almost the same feeling. I was like, this is fucking wild. It's like, almost like, it's like Tim and Eric too. Like super awkward, but fucking hilarious. Like, what the fuck are we watching? But it's like funny as fuck. But yeah, fucking, yeah, tomorrow, shit, we're getting done. Right-hand drive wiper conversion, the group box, the radiator, the fan shrouds, whole coolant system. Fucking hopefully get the wideband mocked up. true story. I mean, it's already mocked up, but I'm saying like get it all wired up and plugged in. I already got the wiring looms plugged into the back of it. I just have to tap into the fuse box to turn it on and then push the O2 sensor plug through the firewall, trace it under the car and zip tie it up and, tweak a couple of things in K-Pro. Like basically what I'm going to be doing is disabling the O2 sensor circuit. So like it doesn't know that I have a secondary O2. It's just going to be a manual external gauge running on its own thing, basically. Old school says putting hands on the DC. I like it. Always, man. Shit, if I had more tools, I would do all my shit, but not having a lift, like doing transmission work without a lift is like straight sketch. I mean, you could do the 2-jack method or whatever and shit like that, but it's so expensive. If you make one mistake with a K series motor, it's gonna fucking haunt you. You're gonna be like, yeah, that's $1,000. Shit. I dropped my bell housing and it cracked. Got to get another one, or tighten something wrong. Like especially like with like the head, taking off the head, like you gotta triple check everything. Like you fucking put like one, even the sequence of tightening the head bolts and stuff, like all that shit. You do something wrong, like you're gonna fucking kick yourself in the face. You're gonna be like, wow, I fucked this shit up. Just gotta have some young static around. What the fuck is going on outside? It's like a traffic jam outside my window. What the fuck? I don't know if I should. I don't think I should. Old school. I feel like you haven't been there in a minute, but you'll get a laugh out of this picture. See if I still got it. Yeah. So my rear Type R bumper. Are you ready for some funny shit? So the bumper is painted freshly, Arctic Blue Pearl, like good DuPont paint, done well. Look at the rest of the car. Look at the old paint job. You see how much fucking darker the fucking rest of the car is? Like, dude, seriously? Fucking Mako. Like, that's pretty absurd, man. I mean, the bumper looks amazing. Like, the color looks perfect. Looks like Arctic Blue Pearl. And the rest of the car looks like navy fucking blue. Like royal blue meets navy blue. Looks so bad. So I'm super excited to get, yeah, the bumper looks great. Yeah. For real though. And dude, the fucking Veilside exhaust, like it sits perfectly in the little exhaust cutout. So it's not going to burn the bumper anymore. So pretty excited about that. Not having to have a tilted HKS exhaust like burning the fuck out of the bumper lip. Because that was really annoying, even though it was a replica Type R lip. Like this one's a real one now, so that's the good thing. I don't have to worry about that anymore. God damn. Tech Academy B series transmission. What is this? B series transmission check. Premiere. Old school says, all right, Shades, I got to go. Have a great day and weekend for that matter. You too, man. Thanks for stopping in. Nice chatting with you. Always good to have some old school DA9 up in the house. Oh, that reminds me. Let's check out this Hunter Tuned now has a shop video.
Today is a very exciting day, guys, and yeah, we'll get to it. But we're going to start the video off by showing you guys a recap of the Mustang. I know these videos haven't been getting a lot of views. Turbo, fastest car on the YouTube channel here, and it's one of my favorite cars I've ever owned. So just wanted to give you guys a quick update of what I did to the car the last couple days. I just got the headlights and taillights wired up and the brake lights working. So all the lights are now functioning on the car. And I also have, what else did I do? I did something else. I also got the power window working on the driver's side. So now I can actually roll my window to worry about, being able to get it, because the door was giving me an issue where the door panel was rubbing on the cage. So every time I would go to shut the door all the way, I could not open it from the inside. So I actually fixed all that. And
damn, that's
yeah,
fucking
so we're
sketch.
good. I hate four door handles. This handle's like messed up, so that doesn't help. So anyways, got the Mustang all dialed in, and she's ready to hit the streets and ready to hit the road, ready to hit the track soon. And we're gonna be hopefully get the thing dialed in here soon to race it, drag race it. Obviously, we can't right now because there's white shit everywhere, all over, snow, and it's cold and stuff. But I did want to give a shout out quick to Murray, Fox Body on Instagram, I think is his thing. He might have a YouTube channel as well if you guys search. Murray has been a follower of my channel for quite a while and has been a great supporter of me. And we chit chat once in a while on the old Facebook Messenger. And he's from Canada, and he's just a great guy. He ended up sending me because if you guys don't know, I actually sell LS fuel injectors on my website. I have pretty much like all the stuff. Well, I shouldn't say that. I sell sets of 4 to fit into Hondas. They are like a 750cc injector for like the normal style truck injectors. And I also offer some of the flex style injectors as well. And those run around 950 to 1000 cc depending on the pressure. But anyways, yeah, like I said, huntertune.com, guys. I sell in fuel injectors for a very low cost. They're flow tested. I test every single injector before it leaves. I package every single order. I write down all the addresses. Like, I am a one-man show here, and you guys have given me great support in the last year of having this YouTube channel and having my website. You guys have given me awesome support. I cannot thank everybody enough that has placed orders. If you guys have questions on stuff, like, I offer a bunch of stuff on my website, so be sure to go check it out. But anyways, like I said, Murray did send in this bag of injectors all the way from Canada to kind of help out with the build. It's just, or not the build. He's helping out Hunter Tune by sending in these injectors because a lot of the junkyards around here, they're almost cleaned out by now. I've been running, running a junkyard all the time, getting injectors and stuff like that. And Murray had a bunch of these kind of just laying around, and he said, "Hey man, if you can make some money and I can help you out, I want to send these your way." So he ended up sending them in, and like I said, I can't thank him enough. It's super cool and super humbling that I have the support that I do. But anyways, so we're going to get some orders filled, and then after the orders are filled, we're going to be heading out to a place, and I'm very excited to announce that we got a shop. So yeah, guys, I got a bunch of these injectors flowed, and I just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick overview. I know I haven't talked about them a whole lot, and install stuff. I haven't talked about that stuff a lot on video, but I have done a few videos on decaps and a Honda or whatever. But this is just kind of what I'm showing you guys of how they come. They just come in a package with the pigtails attached, so you can wire your own pigtail. These are just like junkyard pigtails. They work just fine. And you can wrap some loom around them or whatever if you're not aesthetically pleased with them. If you want to run these in a Honda, you'll get the set of 4 just like this. And these injectors, I actually take the bottom portion, the plastic and the O-ring off a Honda kit, because the Hondas, the factory bottom grommet, this injector will sit right down in the factory bottom grommet of the Honda. And if you want to make this like super simple plug and play setup, you buy these RDX top hats. I do not include these with the injectors at the moment. I've had guys just take the top O-ring off here and run 2 metric sized smaller O-rings on the top, and then you can lower the rail to kind of come up with the spacing. But if you want a hassle-free, no BS type of plug and play setup, you get these RDX top hats and you just push them on to the factory top O-ring here. These don't have any grease on them, so they're a little bit tricky, but pretty much the top hat just sits on top of the injector like so, and it accommodates the space, and it also takes the large O-ring and converts it down to the smaller Honda O-ring. So that's kind of just a simple way to put it. If you buy these injectors for a Honda, they're plug and play. I also have dead times. If people need dead times for them, just hit me up via email or Instagram or Facebook Messenger, and I can get those over to you. Yeah, guys, I really don't think the location of my new shop can get any better for being rowdy. Middle of nowhere. Not really in the middle of nowhere, but it is very secluded, which is awesome. Like getting everything rolling with like, everything's been so stressful, and honestly, to like get the keys to my shop now is such a stress reliever. Like I'm still stressed out, but like it's a big relief knowing that part of the process here is done. And without further ado, guys, I'm gonna walk in and show you guys the new Hunter Tuned shop. It is nothing special. I'm not like Cletus or Boosted Boys. I don't have like a ginormous shop or anything like that, but this shop is 100% perfect for what I need and for what I do. And it's in the budget, it's in a good location, and it has like 220 volt power. We have like it has outlets for days. We have water out here. We have a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to show you guys, but here it is. So I'm just going to do a little drive around of the building here. This is the whole building. This back half of the building here is actually storage for another guy. But the landlord told me, he's like, dude, he's literally never here. So that is awesome. But yeah, so this is the shop, guys. There's storage units kind of next to it. But this is like an actual shop because it's got wiring. It's got, bay doors, a service door, a storage room. Well, I'll fucking quit talking here. Let's just walk inside.
Dude, you got a shop, man. Badass.
Gonna have to take that sign down that says for rent. I have to take that down. It is now vacant, or it is now occupied. So the landlord here is like super cool. He's like a no bullshit type of guy, and yeah, he's just really fucking awesome. That was not the right key. All right, guys, so we are here at the shop. I have to fix some of the, it's probably bad right now, but I do have to fix some of the lighting in here because, well, let me grab my flashlight quick. The lighting in the shop, a lot of the bulbs and stuff are burnt out. So I'm probably gonna have to like get some LED shop lights and stuff, which I have a bunch at my house I might take. And I might take some more from, I might go buy some more is what I'm saying. So, but for the time being, there's only like 2 lights in here, so it's not the brightest in the world. It is a 32 by 40 square, 32 by 40 size unit here, and then it has an attached bathroom. So we have a bathroom in here, obviously. I think maybe some of the breakers are off, but yeah, this is the shop, guys. Hopefully you guys can see. Like I said, it's probably kind of dark in here because there's only lights over in this corner. So I put the flashlight out on my phone. Yeah, I don't know what a lot of these fucking switches do yet. It is fully insulated. It is fully heated. So we have cement floors, like nice concrete floors. These are really flat floors. I actually looked at a place the other day, and the floors were just complete garbage, so that sucked. But this is cool because this place is cool because the floors are nice and flat. You know, we don't have to worry about cars being jagged when we jack them up or anything like that. Yeah, so the only downside of this place is the ceilings are a little bit low. They're only an 8-foot ceiling. So, you know, obviously we can't install a lift, but honestly, that's not really that big of a deal to me because if I have a lift, that means I just have to work on stuff. So I don't really want to work on stuff. I just want to have fun and, you know, help people out once in a while. So I'm not trying to be like a bum shop or anything like that, but I am trying to have a place to do stuff out of, if that makes any sense. And to be completely honest with you guys, like I haven't needed a lift. I mean, a lift is nice, obviously, but it's one of them convenience things where it's not necessarily like a fucking make or break type of deal. But if you guys do see here, we have one of these big ass hot dog heaters. This is a heater that really, these heaters are kick ass. It has a thermostat on it, so we can set the thermostat at, you know, whatever we need. And we have a fucking heated shop. This place literally doesn't take much heat or low and all that. So that's another really thing about this place. Let's see here. So this is one of the storage rooms right here. I'm sorry if it's kind of dark in here, guys. Like I said, I'm trying to get some lighting in here. We're going to have to do that. But this is literally the first day I got the keys for this place. So I'm just kind of showing you guys around before we start moving stuff into here. But as you can see, it is huge. This is plenty big for me. This is like at least 2 of the garages I already have, probably 2.5 of the garages I already have. So like I said, this is going to be freaking awesome and it's going to work out sweet. And we have a water tank here and like a sump pump and stuff like that. So there is running water out here as well. And there also is 220 volt power, so we can install like a big ass air compressor if needed, or say if a dyno ran on 220 or something like that. If I ever got a dyno one day, you know, we have 220. Here's the electrical panel. Obviously, these are like outside lights right here. I don't know what a lot of this does yet, but hey, there we go. Now we got a couple more lights going on. I just went over and switched the breaker out, so. Or I turned the breakers on. A lot of the breakers weren't even on. But yeah, so this is just like a little storage area with a water tank and our sump pump. So there is running water out here, so we are able to run a water break on a dyno, say. And we are able to run water to do whatever we need to do. So this is just like the perfect fucking little shop, guys. Honestly, I am so happy. I'm so stoked about this little place. Like I said, it's not the biggest thing in the world, but it does have all the necessities that I need, including heat. So Michael doesn't complain anymore and maybe gets off of his butt and starts working on his car. We're actually going to go hang out with him here in a little while, but obviously these heaters are just fucking sweet. This place should be able to sit at like 70 degrees all winter long, honestly, and we should be able to come what all the lights and breakers do. So I'm not here, to be completely honest with you guys. I pay $500 a month for this place, and that's already kind of a lot for me because, you know, I am just like a one-man show. And I'm able to
you can run the larger injector but pump me
because
stuff
of the support and stuff that I've gotten on my website. And I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support that you've given me and the continued support, honestly. So we're going to try to continue making money here and try to continue keep up on the website, guys, and try to keep making money there so we can have cool stuff like the shop and put out awesome content for you guys. So yeah, that is just what I'm shooting for here and trying to just do the best I can, you know what I mean? But fuck, guys, if you would have told me last year that I would have had a shop of my own this year, I'd have told you you're crazy. So I've come quite a ways myself personally, so I'm pretty proud of where I've gotten here so far. And yeah, so anyways, we're going to go fucking pick up Michael now because we're going to start moving stuff out here. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to shovel because this place has been vacant for like a month now. And look at the snow drifts. This is insane because the out here, obviously, look at the amount of snow that we've gotten in the last fucking couple weeks. This is nuts. This is, let's see how high up it is. It's up past my knee. It is past my knee right here. It comes up to here. So there's probably a good 2.5 feet of snow right there. So yeah, the landlord actually gave me a shovel. So he's like, oh yeah, here's a shovel. You're gonna need it. But that's awesome. We only have one of the bay doors, but I mean, really, we don't need much more. Got the Hondas out here. We are actually packing up all our stuff from the storage unit. Michael came out of the house for the first time this year, and T-Bag's here with his fucking clear coat faded hood. Look at that hood. Wow. You got issues, okay? Yeah. We got to get that fixed, huh? Yeah. Now we got to shop. Right. Well, so the Hondas are over here running, and we got them out of the storage unit, and I have my truck all loaded up, overflowing with a bunch of shit that we had in the storage unit. We got Michael's car back on the ground because he had to put his front suspension back together. So we got his car all put back together, and we plan on pulling this thing to the shop and getting everything done. So yeah, we're just kind of cleaning out the storage unit at this point here. We got most of the stuff out of here, but we still have to get like the tires, and I have a shitload of tires out here, Michael's hood, turbo kit stuff. I got a motorcycle stands and just some little stuff. So we're gonna make a trip out to the shop first with all the cars, get the cars at the shop, and then we'll come back for Michael's car afterwards. What is going on, guys? So we've been running around all day. We fucking trying to clean out the storage unit and whatever, and got a bunch of stuff done. We actually are at the shop, and all of my cars are here. So I got my hatch, the CRX, and the Mustang out here. We just drove the Mustang out here. It's like fucking midnight, and this thing does not have a heater, and we drove it down the freeway fucking 10 miles, and I'm like shivering. I'm so fucking cold because it's like, let's see here. I guess it's only, but when you're going 70, it's like fucking negative 50. So that was a little chilly bringing the Mustang out here, but Michael got to bring some of his stuff out here. He's got his toolbox. And we're going to have to dolly his car out here. We're going to just pull it on the side of the road. But honestly, the back roads around here are super snow filled. And it wouldn't be that smart to pull his car like on a strap just because it is like a 10-mile drive or so. If it goes up the road or something, it might be all right. But we might go rent. So we have to like organize the shop a little bit. Obviously, we don't.
You shut the door and then stop it before you can leave.
Yeah, literally like this fucking on, it's warm. Like it's not, I mean, it's not warm, but it's not outside temperature. It's a lot warmer than the fucking storage unit. So this just being heated is going to be like, it'd be like 80 and the fucking heaters are probably going to do work. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but tomorrow we're going to come out here and probably do some organizing. I don't know what's the best way to consolidate a lot of the cars that are out here because we're trying to have room. Like obviously if I have the hatch and the CRX next to each other like this, I can work on both of them and not really have any issue. We can't tell.
Okay.
But anyways, we have some tools and stuff that need to come out here and some stuff and some things that need to come out here. And obviously this place is a little, we can make do with this space 100%. And especially for the amount of money that is paying for every month, it's definitely worth it. But my camera battery is fucking dead. But what? Hurry up.
The feel of this is better than the feel of a big store.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Did want to mention this before I ended the video. I got the JB Tuned banner for the wall, but I definitely need some posters or some banners from shops or fucking hot chicks with cars and stuff. If you guys got posters and stuff that you want to donate to the channel, I would really appreciate that because that would be super cool for decoration in the shop.
And you get to see it in every video.
And you would get to see it in every video. So if you're a shop and you have a banner or something like that and you want to hang it up in here, this isn't like nothing much crazy, but we're gonna be filming a lot out here, so it'll be featured in like every video. So we're gonna have to do some consolidating out here, get everything kind of where we want it, and have some room for working on stuff and work around stuff. I think we could fit one more car in here. Honestly, like we could fit one more car and another tool, and I think we'll be set. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and yeah, we'll talk to you later. Have a great night.
Bye.
Badass. Badass.
Academy.com and check out the sweet sweatshirts and t-shirts we have. Thanks for joining us. About this school.
You're about to get schooled.
Hey guys, I'm here with Brian Robinson. He is a local Honda. He's worked for Built by Notorious. He's done quite a few Hondas. We're over at his house. Actually, we've got a new project Integra that's going to get turbocharged. We're digging around for transmission, and Brian does transmission, so we're going to have him take a look at it. While we're here, let's take a look at some of his projects. All right, so Brian, you've been building Hondas for how long now?
10 years,
10
probably,
years?
10 plus years.
Yeah. So you have a lot of project cars actually here right now. Are they all yours or the customers or?
There's a couple that are customers, just real good friends, but
Okay.
yeah, for the most part, they're all
Yours?
all ours.
All right. Very good. So what's your favorite build going on right now?
Probably got to be the cage car project we got going on.
Let's check this out. So obviously, if you guys have been doing these with Miatas, Corvettes and stuff like that,
Yep.
what does that you to do a Civic?
It's actually an Integra.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't.
No,
The headlights didn't give it away.
yeah. Just watching, we're big into watching the roadkill stuff like that, and the roadkill did it with the Corvette originally, and we wanted to build one. Buddy of mine had an Integra with a decent cage already in it. We thought it would be a cool idea to just cut everything off around it, and kind of that's where it all started. There's that original cage left, but
Yeah, this doesn't look like you normally see inside. It's
Yeah.
got quite a bit of extra reinforcement up on top. Made for, unfortunately, made for rolling. But,
it's definitely gonna be pretty fun. But yeah, the original car was a 2000 Acura Integra that we just cut all the body panels off and then added everything to the outside of it. But it's it should be.
Damn, that was
pretty fun.
badass.
I know it has off it right now. Have you been driving them?
We did have a chance to drive around the block. It's gonna be pretty quick. It's got a pretty custom transmission in it. You know, it's not really gonna be a high mile an hour car, but it'll definitely get there quick.
Excellent, excellent. Are you going to be taking this on the road course or off-roading or, I mean, the tires say road course or autocross?
Honestly, we built it for a bunch of different applications. It really is built for a road course and autocross. We had, talked about putting some, big dirt tires on it or something, maybe even some paddle tires, but.
Yeah,
all around.
damn.
Definitely, yeah, there definitely has to be something there.
Yeah, very cool. So one of the reasons I wanted to come over here is I want to check out your soul. So let's go check that out.
Yeah.
So I'm torn as whether to say this swap has soul or this soul has a swap. I mean, kind of an interesting thing. What made you decide to put K24 in a Kia Soul?
Well, this is my wife's car.
Okay.
It's a 2011 Kia Soul. The car's paid off. We don't have any car payments or anything like that. And she wanted something faster. We had toyed around with buying another car or something like that, but we're trying to stay away from the paint. And Hondas is what I know. Looking at it randomly one day, we're doing an oil change on this and an oil change on my Acura TSX, and like, oh, that kind of looks like it might fit. Everything's roughly in the, somewhat.
A fucking K24 swapping a Kia Soul.
Here we are.
That's pretty badass.
Now, you made your own mounts. I know. You base the actual mounts on all your own brackets and everything like that. That's kind of a cool idea. How was there anything special that you had to do in order to get the swap done? I mean, obviously, you had to make the power steering hose. You made the AC lines.
Yeah, pretty much everything. Surprisingly, it actually fits really well.
Mm-hmm.
It does have an Acura RSX power steering line that we've retrofitted to the car. Still on the factory radiator, the factory condenser, everything like that. We just built some factory some AC lines for it. Probably the hardest thing for this particular one was wiring. Unlike everything else, the engine harness does not unplug from this chassis. The engine harness of the chassis harness.
Oh, wow.
So splitting everything apart and actually taking out the factory engine harness and then reincorporating the we're currently on a 0204 RSX harness.
Okay.
Incorporating all that into the car, trying to make sure everything functions. That was my biggest thing. I wanted a functioning car. I wanted everything to function correctly. So it does have, like you're saying, power steering, air conditioning. Does have all the EVAP stuff is currently working. Right now it's on a Honda K-Pro, but we're currently messing around and toying with the K-Tuner.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to convert over to the 80506 K-Tuner and get it running on K-Tuner. But yeah, it's a fun little project. The car originally dynoed at 107 wheel horse, so we've definitely probably at least doubled that.
Very good. Excellent. Well, let's, one of the projects you've had done for a while is your J Series car. Let's go take a look at that.
Okay.
Digging on this manifold here. This is one of the first ones I've seen. I mean, I'll go ahead and get the. Yeah. So,
Jesus.
The block is a J32.
Right. Oh, J32.
Correct. It's a J32 block and heads, J32 Type S. And the rotating assembly, the crank, rods, and pistons are a J37 out of a 2011 MDX.
Is the bore the same?
The bore is not. It is 1 millimeter. It goes from an 89 mil to a 90 mil.
So you just had it overboard?
Correct. Bored it 1 millimeter over. Other than that, it's pretty much, the heads have definitely been punched open. It's got springs and retainers and custom ground cams in it.
Mm-hmm.
It fell a little short of the power number that we were shooting for, but we think our intake manifold might be a little too big, but we've got a couple different options that we're gonna mess around with that. But
it's interesting. The Plenum, the way it works, like on the factory one, there's slightly longer runners. Correct. You know what I mean? And of course they have air horns in there as well. This might actually be a better boost setup, I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are now saying. But
yeah.
We do have an extra block. So we've got a block. We've got possibly some plans for turbo here, but hopefully some real high power. So
really cool. And obviously it's built for road racing. Have you had it out on the track recently, or?
I think the last time we had it on the track was maybe 3 or 4 months ago.
Okay.
We're having some fuel issues currently. We need to redo the fuel system.
Okay. And what size tires are you running on this?
Currently, it's on a 17 by 10 in the front, a 17 by 9 in the back, with a 275 NTO1 in the front and a 255 NTO1 in the rear.
All right. So, take another quick look here. What do you got back here?
This is my wife's other toy. This is her track only car. This was something that we just recently picked up. I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2000 Honda Civic. It's got a V16 swap in it, 4.7 final, ITR LSD, just real simple all motor setup, nothing too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's fun. It's definitely a lot more. She was road racing her Kia with the stock engine at the time. So going from that to this is definitely was a pretty big jump for her. But it's a fun car. She definitely has fun with it.
Excellent. And last.
Dude, he's got a lot of fucking
This
projects.
is a buddy of mine project that has kind of been ongoing This thing's probably been here. We've been working on this thing on and off for, I don't know, a little over a year. It's just a simple single cam build, pistons, rods. He calls it a simple street car, but it'll probably end up making 350, 400, something like that. But yeah, it's built trans, a pretty simple setup. Should be a pretty quick, fun little street car.
Excellent. Well, very cool. All right, well, let's get cracking on that trend.
Perfect. Yeah, let's do that.
First of all, I want to apologize about how dirty this thing is. It's been actually sitting in a car for about 4 years out in the Tucson dust storms. Yeah, exactly. So we're not going to actually fully assemble it when we get done checking it out. We're going to clean the cases up real good. I can put it in my parts washer when it's hard. I can't put it in otherwise. But anyway, so what we're going to do here real quick is we're going to go in and take a look at the synchros on this transmission. Also look for any other problems that might be like chipped teeth or things of that nature. Brian, how many of these have you done, you think?
Too many to count. I've definitely got.
Look at this.
I've got quite a bit of different gear sets here, and
Jesus.
You've done a few.
Definitely done quite a few.
All right. Well, cool. I will get out of your way.
You're good.
Those are the detent balls. Those are actually for the shift forks. Those are what kind of lock it in. When the forks move up and down, it kind of locks them into their position so they are aligned properly. There's actually a circlip in there that holds the holds the counter shaft in place. There we go.
Well, definitely seen better days. It's actually been ran low on oil. You can see up here
A little bit burnt.
how all this is really, really dry.
So the question is, it could have a bad bearing. Or when they run dry, I mean, is that something that's, what does it usually happen when it runs gets excessive wear on the teeth?
Personally, fast to get oil in this particular shaft. It is normally what wears up first. Also, if you look down inside the actual case, the bearing is actually stuck in the case, which is also going to tell you that that particular bearing is bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it didn't come off, but usually it's sitting on top of that.
Correct. Yeah.
Got it. So it got hot and
Yeah,
it got stuck in there. All right.
We got hot.
Yeah.
The gear set out. Take a look at the gear set individually. Real quick, we'll look at the forks for any excessive amount of wear. As you can see on this particular fork, how it's dug into the fork itself.
Right.
Let me see if you can. So like this particular side, it's nice and clean. The pads are clean. There's no wear or anything. Where if you look at this side, you can actually see that this fork is junk. I would not reuse this. Take a look at 1, 2. First and second gear fork looks good. Third and fourth looks good. But unfortunately, the fifth reverse fork does not look good at all.
Mm-hmm.
So taking a look at the gears themselves, we'll start at the bottom. Gear looks good. The synchro looks to be in okay condition. There's enough gap in between the synchro and the gear itself for the synchro to correctly function. Jumping up here to second gear. The second is pretty worn. The actual gear itself really shouldn't have any issues with it. Again, you got some nice space in between the the synchro and the gear. When a synchro does start to go bad, the synchro will actually lose all of this space. And once it does lose that space, the synchro no longer will stop or slow down this gear, allowing and and assisting in this sleeve.
It has like a cone right in there that it kind of gradually, as it engages it slows it down.
Correct.
All
Yeah.
right. So when the cone goes away, then that gap goes away.
Correct. Yeah, and that's. But other than that, everything else looks pretty decent with this particular one. Again, just a good cleaning should take care of all this. Let's take a look at this shaft. This is probably a problem. So you can definitely see it's definitely gotten hot. Nothing you probably couldn't clean up. There's some real nice wear on the actual shaft itself, but all of your oiling holes are not clogged. Doesn't look like there's any restrictions there, so it does look like it was actually just ran low on oil. We'll start with this is third. On third.
That's, to me, is usually the one that gets the most abuse because people seem to let up over and again. It seems to me that's one that usually gets screwed up over.
Yeah, and this one definitely, again, coming back to looking at the gap. The gap is not as pronounced as the first and second. This synchro is definitely pretty worn. I probably would change the synchro. If you are trying to make a real nice usable transmission. But the gear itself is definitely a pretty decent gear.
Actually no longer peaked on, they're set off to one side.
Oh yeah, I've seen some pretty bad ones.
This one, it doesn't look bad. Just saying.
Yeah. Jumping over to the third and fourth hub and sleeve. The hub itself looks okay.
God damn.
Cool. All righty. Well, Brian, thanks a lot. I appreciate that a lot.
Not a problem. Anytime. Let me know when you get some parts.
All right, cool. Thanks. All right, see you guys next time. By the way, if you want to get a hold of Brian, you can get a hold of him through Facebook. He's one of my friends, Brian Robinson, Bryant. And maybe he'll build a transmission for you. Excellent. Thanks again.
No problem. See ya.
Well, that was a lot of fun going out to Bryant's and checking out some of his projects. I really like that cage car. In fact, I'd love to be out there whenever he drives it next time. So maybe we'll take a trip out and see how it does.
Badass. Badass. Dude, why do people keep making the same regurgitated video? Best F-wheel front-wheel drive car in the world, JDM FD2 Honda, the last real Type R. It's already a video, you know? I mean, I'm all for Type R content, but it's already video. Video cool. Aha, what up, Kev? Kev says quit already? Bro, if only you knew, man. So basically, yeah, I quit. I had an issue with a coworker. A coworker brandished a weapon, right? Pretty big offense, almost guaranteed to be an automatic termination, no matter where you're at. But they didn't terminate him. They threatened to fire me or I have to get transferred to another store. Makes a lot of sense, right? Makes a lot of sense, Kev. Give me 1 second. And I'm back. I cut out. My bad. So, a coworker brandished a weapon, which is like an almost automatic get fired type thing. They threatened to fire me, or I have to transfer to another store. Makes a lot of sense. Woo, woo, woo. Right. Because apparently I was bullying him. It was just some normal import versus domestic shit talking. My car's better than your car. And he was the one that was saying all that shit. So I would draw pictures and put them in his cash drawer. The fucking bitch kept all of them and turned them into the manager, who then turned them into the district manager. And in a nutshell, the district manager told me, yeah, drawing those pictures is just as bad of an offense as brandishing a weapon in the workplace. That's fucking bullshit. So I was like, you know what? Fuck y'all. Have a nice day. Y'all. And look what we got. Little Spoon Sports drain plug set. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Trying to see. Which one would be for the would the longer one be for the engine or the transmission? You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've looked this up before and I've already forgot. Let's look it up again. I would assume the longer one would probably be for probably the engine, but Spoon Sports drain set. ICB. You know, it's funny in the picture. See how it comes in a Spoon Sports bag? Mine definitely didn't come in a Spoon Sports bag. So that's kind of, but you never know. Yeah, and not to mention, that's another thing I noticed. They have the little Spoon Sports like crane or whatever next to the logo. Mine just says Spoon Sports. But it does have that on the back. So, I mean, maybe they just changed their packaging up. I got them from ICB Motorsport. So, you know, they usually are pretty decent. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we were right. The longer plug is for the oil pan. The shorter one's for the transmission. Booyah. Good to go. Well, that's badass. Got that. But yeah, I found that whole thing to be completely absurd. I mean, literally, Kev, in a nutshell, this is like what I drew. That sums up what I drew. They tried to say that was pornography. I was like, all right then. That's not pornographic whatsoever. You know? Hey, I can flick out a knife at you and say I'm gonna cut you. That's corporate retail nonsense for you. You know it, man. Higher ups caring about the higher ups. And it all comes down to whose cock you're sucking. You know? True story. But I ain't gonna trip on it, you know? Ain't no reason to, because fuck that job. The job sucked anyway. I mean, it wasn't that bad of a job, like work-wise, but fuck it. I got 39 days to Honda Day. Get some work done on the car. And then after Honda Day, might get set up with Honda or something like that, parts department or somewhere else, and, you know, get shit done. True story. Ugh. Feels weird. I miss Honda so much. Oh shit, did you used to work at Honda? What'd you do? Parts department or like service center, or what'd you do? Service manager, almost a decade. Damn, what happened? Went to Acura. Oh, so you're service manager at Acura and you work at a parts at Advance or whatever? Damn, you must be making bank. Whoa. Kev said it sucked. Went to Tweaked Performance. It sucked. Started my own business. Nice. That's all you can do, man. Yeah, also got some Type 2 long life super blue blah blah coolant from Honda. Got a new valve cover gasket set, new spark plug tube seals, so everything will be good to go. Chris B, what's up, man? All right, boys, not out. That's right. You're just in time, Chris B. We just got our Spoon Sports magnetic drain plug set in the mail. Real swell. Oh yeah. That's right, Kev. Spoons, not forks, not knives. Shiny yo. Oh, cannot wait, man. You think that's shiny? You should see the fucking Mishimoto fan shrouds and the Koyo Rad radiator. Dude, I cannot wait to see what that looks like. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Ooh. Have you played season 8 yet, Chris? Me personally, like, yeah, free battle pass and all that shit, but man, something about it, it's fucking annoying. You get any dubs yet? No. My first game on, I got second place with Eric in duos. I was so fucking pissed. Eric gets killed. I'm all by myself. First dude I hit with a fucking gold shotgun in the face, knock him down in one shot, doesn't do a single bit of damage to me. Then his bunk ass teammate has a fucking RPG. Like, so whack. Oh, you saw that? Yeah. Didn't make me happy, to say the least. Oh, also, I was talking to Hunter Tuned about injectors, right? Because I have 750cc grams injectors all ready to go on the fuel rail. I could, if I wanted to, I could run them with just the stock pump, but towards the higher RPM, it might hurt the pump because it'll lean out, it'll run out of fuel, and it'll just pump air and burn the fuel pump up. So definitely not going to do that because I want to be able to drive my car the way I want to drive it. So I'm just going to hold out, try to tap the pump with an AN bulkhead fitting, get my AN lines made. But dude, AN stuff, like Vibrant hose and AN fittings cost so much money. And I need a K-tuned fuel pressure regulator. And I got to find somewhere in the engine bay to mount that motherfucker. So it's going to be quite like playing Tetris, you know? It's going to be pretty annoying. Kev says, yeah, upgrade pump if you're upgrading the injectors. Oh, definitely. But like the whole thing is I have a 310 pump. So basically what that means is if I don't convert it to a return style fuel system, the pump will have way too much pressure and it'll wash the cylinders. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way to, like, in K-Pro, you have injector size adjustment, but the pump you have no adjustment for. So that fuel pressure regulator, you got to have an external regulator, basically, one that's adjustable. You know what I'm saying? And the only way to do that is to have a return style fuel system. Chris says break is over. I got to dip out. I'll be on Fortnite after work later. Have a good one, Chris B. Kev says dirt. Forgot about K-Series setup. Nah, it's all good. Yeah, but the good news is I can use my my feed line, my factory fuel feed line. What I'll do is I'll use that as my return, and I'll just tap a fucking new feed line with an AN hose and AN fitting into the pump, And basically that'll be my my new feed, and the old feed will be my return. That's the way Cam was explaining it to me. And like, if I go return style fuel setup, I can run E85 in the car. And I was talking to a speed shop about that, and they said it's not like if you were going turbo or like balls to the wall NA, E85 would be great. But they said for my setup, like I'd probably only gain about 10 to 15 more horsepower out of it by running it on E85. But 10 to 15 horsepower, like I know that doesn't seem like a lot for a car that's making like 220. Now it's making like 235. And I don't even know what my car makes. That's the funny thing. Like with the right tuner and like my specific setup, the car could make 240 or 250. Nobody knows, you know what I mean? Because all the people that say, you know, these make, you know, you'll be lucky if you make 225. They were on 70 millimeter throttle bodies, or just like, you know, typical RBCs that weren't port matched to 74. They didn't have like all the extra shit I have, you know? Kev says decent returns still on E85, bump cams and compression for real gains. Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, like that'd be my dream one day, is to get some like Wiseco pistons and some Manley rods or Eagle rods or something like that. Get a 4-piston head and put some SuperTech valve springs or whatever in it and fully build the motor, you know. I don't know if I'd go as far as like CSSing the block. I don't know if I would need all that, but if I did, I would do that too. It's just super expensive, you know. Kev says no need for an A. Well, I mean, more power, you know what I mean? Like fucking Surge's setup. He's got a K20, K24 setup, and he's pushing 273. You know what I mean? And he could be pushing more, honestly. But he's running RDX injectors, which is like a 440. If he had like some 750s, he'd probably be cracking 300 all day. But you might be right for like a K20A, just like a fucking, you know, not a Frankenstein swap. I mean, my goal would be 250. If I could make 250 out of this car, just on a stock K20A, somehow, some way, that would be pretty epic. And then if I really needed any more, I would probably just set up like a 50 shot, because that would be pretty epic. Get like 2 Sneaky Pete 25s or something like that. That shit would be sick. Because not that many people fucking that have daily driver cars are going to have a nitrous setup, you know what I mean? Even if it's like something as small as 225s, like those little Sneaky Pete 25 horsepower shot bottles, like that would be pretty fucking sick. Because let's say it's like a dead even race and like, you know, it comes down to driver mod or something like that, you know, somebody's a better driver than you. Let's say they're like a car length ahead. If you hit fucking 50 shot of nitrous, you're going to fucking come out so much fucking further than them. That's like an instant, like, it's like an instant 3 or 4 car lengths probably. If you're dead even. We'll see though. It would either be that, or it'd be probably like a supercharger setup. Because like people tell me, like they're like, dude, don't do a supercharger, do turbo. You're gonna love it so much more. But if you think about it, like turbocharging a car is like, it's a lot of work. Like a supercharger's linear power band powered off belt, you know, not having turbo's just got so many more it has so many more parts in the equation. You got a fucking oil feed line, oil return line, you got a wastegate, you got fucking down pipe, up pipe, charge pipe, fucking got to have all those vacuum lines to a boost controller, boost by gear. Like, it's a lot of shit. I mean, I'm sure it'd be awesome, but it's just a lot of work. I feel like, yo, shit's lagging out again. Is it really? It's not lagging on my end. Huh. Well, that sucks. That's no fun. God damn. Man, it's a lazy ass day. It feels weird not having a job. I mean, it feels not necessarily bad, but I feel antsy. I'm like, shouldn't I be at work? Nope, not anymore. Fuck that job. I need more coffee. BRB. And I'm big. Woo, woo, woo. Well, I think I'm going to go tinker with the car a little bit. Get shit ready for tomorrow. I wish I could get this firewall grommet. Get the O2 sensor even just through the firewall right now, so then I can just fish it out and plug it in tomorrow, but guess we'll see. Anyways, guys, that's the update. Nice kicking it with all y'all. Thanks for stopping by, and be motherfucking y'all.